Good day, welcome to another episode of Loa Shijubomi Farms and Processor. Guess what? Our Bachi birds, they are now 4 weeks and we are giving them the last vaccination, which is the Gomboro. Gomboro is used to prevent infectious bronchitis. So basically what it is, it's an upper respiratory disease. So I think it blocks their nasal passages from breathing. And so what happens when it blocks their nasal passages? They will just die. So they will either choke to death or they will just pass away because of lack of oxygen. Prior to us doing this vaccination, we have staffed this base for 1 hour, and also before we start giving them this vaccination, we have already washed our hands. We also make sure that the bowl we use for this vaccination is washed clean, and also we use milk. The milk is used to remove any ionic particles in the water, because if there's ionic particles in the water, the vaccine will not be effective. Prior to this, you can go to the previous video to see how we use the vaccination. What you are looking at right now is the polidine. The reason why we use polidine in our farm is because if we have spillage of vaccine, and also if you want to wash our pen or disinfect our pen, polidine is a good solution. So for this video, we are using polidine to wash this nylon, because we had some vaccine spillage. So we just add 20 ml to 1 ml of polidine to 20 ml of water. So basically that's what we do. So we will then, once this is done, then we will now take this nylon or polythene bag away from here. We go spread it far away from the birds to kill any organism. So this is the batch C birds. They are 4 weeks old right now. So we divided them into 3 parts, from big, small, medium. Right now they are drinking the water for the vaccination. You see them, we give them 45 minutes, we give them another 45 minutes to an hour for them to finish drinking the vaccine. So, and as you can see, the ratio, and also we also make sure that every bird drinks this vaccine. So because we will make sure that the water is placed in specific area where we know that the birds are all going to be at, and doing this enables them to drink a whole lot of water. And as you can see, the birds, they don't look that they are 4 weeks, they look like they are 5 weeks old, because at 4 weeks I think we have already started getting 1.3, 1.4, and this will probably be ready for slaughtering in the next 1.5 weeks, because in order to reduce the cost of our production, we start selecting the bigger ones out of it. So once we start seeing 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, 2 kg, we start taking them to our processing plant to process them. Reason being, again, is cost of production. You will always look for a way to reduce your cost of production and to get maximum profit, because all the business is it has to be profitable, and that is what all businesses need. And you can see this is the same batch C. Look at some of them. They are these ones are very small. These are the smallest one out of them, so we make sure that the smallest one out of them are given special attention. They are fed extra. So the bigger ones are not fed extra. They are being given the same amount of food that it is required, but the smaller one, we feed them extra. And broiler birds are very, very funny. If you don't catch them when they are struggling to eat at the tender age, by the time they get to 6 weeks old, you will start having runs. So in order to prevent runs, or in order to reduce the amount of in order to remove the amount of 1.2, 1.3 kg, we give them more food and we separate them. And right now what you are looking at is the batch B. This batch B they are 5 weeks old. They are ready for slaughtering. So we have some 2 kg, some 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. Like I said, reason why we separate them is to allow the bigger ones to continue eating and the smaller ones to catch up to them. You see, they are separated into batches also. So these ones now are now big and medium. You will see in the following slides when we weigh them. As you can see right now, this is the batch. I think this is the batch B. Right now, you'll see them at 1.60. So that one is not going to be slaughtered when it's not going to be the part of the first group that we're going to slaughter. We start slaughtering. This 1.70 is going to be set aside. We are going to slaughter that. These ones are going to be part of the first group that we slaughter. So this next one, I think, is 1.55, is not going to be slaughtered. Anything, like I said, anything above anything above 1.7 will be slaughtered, or anything below 1.6 will not be slaughtered. From 1.7 upward to 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 kg will be slaughtered. So this enable us to have more profit, and also enable us to have extra food on ground if there's any issues. So basically, and one of the good things that we have been doing on the farm is we buy our food in bulk. That really helps us. So let's say we don't do more than 1,000 to 1,200 birds per section. So basically, in each part of the pen, our pen is divided to contain 1,000 to 1,000 or 1,003 beds. So what we do is, once we get them, we buy 2 weeks feed. Either buy I think it's either Chukum or I forgot the name of the other feed. We buy 2 weeks feed. The reason why we buy that is because we don't have a machine that they use to produce that kind of feed. It is called the crumble. I think it's not a pelletizer. It's actually called a crumbling machine. And in coming weeks, we should be able to obtain one, because that also will help. Because once they have crumble feed, they are able to eat all the nutrients in it. So we do that. That helps us. So by 3 weeks to 6 weeks, we give them our own produced feed on the farm. That is what we have been doing in this on the farm for couple of months right now. If you want to start this business, it takes a whole lot from you. It takes a whole lot of money. It's one of the things I always advise people. You have to understand how the business works. You have to know what works for you. What works for me may not work for you, but know what works for you. And anyway, for newcomers that are just watching the video, if somebody is telling you that at 6 weeks that all their batch of beds is going to be 2 kg, they are lying to you. There is no way all batch of bed at 6 weeks are going to be 2 kg. Know what works for you. For us, at least, if we see 40 to 45% or 40 to 45% of our beds are 2 kg at 5 weeks, we take the 40 to 45%, we take them to go slaughter, and the remaining one we let them stay till they are 6 weeks. Once they are 6 weeks, we go slaughter them. What you are looking at right now is our processing plants. Glory be to God, we have already cemented all the floor in the processing plant. Watch out, this backyard right now, we are going to cover it to the fence level. Once we cover it, we will now use basically we will use mosquito net and the other small wire mesh. As you can see, that is where we are going to cover the roof to. We're going to extend the roof from the main roof down here. So we will cover it and we'll put mosquito net. This is one of the things that in order to get NAFDA certification, we have to make sure that this area is secure. And you can see our security house, it's not yet completed. You can see the front gate. So when cars comes in, they will come pull to the backyard area. The beds will be scaled. Once they are scaled, they will now be taking this back route into the processing facility. We do this so that because NAFDAC doesn't want us to use the same door where the cold room is to come into the facility. Excuse me, please pardon me for my stammering. Today is just summer, but basically I just have to post this video and show you how our processing facility is. Also, we are going to make sure we are in coming weeks we're going to paint, and also in the processing facility we are trying to get a pressure wash machine. So the pressure wash machine will be used to clean the whole floor. And as you can see, the way our bricklayer did the compound, it's not real leveled, but we are going to make sure that the floor is leveled to a certain condition whereby the cars can pull in from the gate and just come back to where the beds will be offloaded. And you can see this is another entrance that leads into the processing facility. In coming days, I will take you around the whole tour of the processing facility, see how it is done. It has taken us almost 2.5 years. I think we started months before COVID hit the whole world, and it's been a slow process, but I mean, like I say, glory be to God, we're getting there day by day. Also, this is the front gate. So when car comes in, they will just pull up. Either they will what we are trying to do is when cars come in, they will back up down all the way to the scaling area. So that is the rest of the compound. And also we're going to make sure we do a gutter here whereby water doesn't come in, because the way the land is the way land is positioned, we have the land is not straight, it's sloped. So and we should have corrected it while we were building from day one, but things happen. Well, this is the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for listening. Happy April. Bye.